G'day all, Tex here with you. I hope you're having a great evening no matter where you are, no matter what you are doing. And of course, hope you're staying safe and well in the meantime. Thank you all so much for joining us. As always, if you do like what we're doing here at UTG, please hit that subscribe button and head on over to, of course, unitytradinggroup.com, get all our free guides. And if you like what we've been putting down when it comes to the best indicator we've ever created, make sure you head to unitytradinggroup.com/gravy train and see some of the really just some of the sick gains that have been made using Gravy Train. We never shill anything. We really don't. That's why we do everything for free here at UTG. But Gravy Train is just on another level. All right, let's get into this now. Looking at BTC, obviously if you follow UTG, you see a lot of ads as daily updates. Well, my updates are similar. But obviously you see it from a different point of view. And if you do like all that sort of stuff too, of course, come into the Discord. We have loads of guys there showing tons of TA from all different perspectives, obviously with the end goal of making us sats and making us dollars. So looking at where we are now, I saw or identified this parallel channel as we were making lower lows and higher lows and seemingly respecting this channel here from the moment that we wicked down that first scary wick at around 51. When we did retrace back up towards that 55, 56 level, I said very clearly inside the Discords, hey, I really don't think this is over unless we can break and hold confidently sort of above that 55K level. I really did believe that 48 at least was on the cards, and we hit it. And you can see the validity of these Fibonacci levels where we've come down and we've hit the 27 extension. We often find when we trade with Fibonacci's that the 27 extension or the 1-2 extension is sort of like the last line of support or the last line of resistance, particularly when we hit it for the first time. So we've seen that being played out. If you want to know more about Fibonacci, just type in Unity Trading Group Fibonacci. There'd be a video or a guide on it on our website, of course. So here we are now. We had this sort of, I guess, this double bottom, this pin bar buy-up, identifying quite a good bit of liquidity here. This was eaten up very quickly after that first hit at around that 48K level. And from here, that was sort of, I guess, the identifying candle that seemingly said to me, hey, there's a good deal of buying here. Of course, we finished with a really beautiful bullish engulfing candle from there too, and have seemingly been making our way up towards that 54, 55K level. Yesterday inside the Discord, it was a Monday. We said, hey, this seems like a good time for a little bit of a breather. 54K seems like the likely target at the moment. And we got there. So not bad for a free Discord, right? So here we are now sitting at this supply zone, not a super high quality supply zone, but you can look at the resistance that we've got there at this supply zone, at this 23 fib level. We really need to hold this here, or I guess confidently hold this. And I really do believe that then from there, sort of 57, 58 maybe on the cards from here. There's not a ton of structure holding this back if we can hold confidently above that 56,614 level. But I think there's going to be a bit of chop in the meantime. Let's not get too excited about seeing everyone on Twitter getting euphoric again about the market. Play this as if we were going to dip down to 41, 42K. Have your stops set appropriately. Do not be at high leverage. For God's sake, do not be at high leverage. And don't play with more than you can afford to lose. So if we look at Unicon gave us bang on the signal at the bottom of the Murray's channels here, that previous supply zone, 27 extension, and then gave us the entry signal here with our EMA cross. So a lot of signs here telling us at this particular point that this was a good time to enter. Looking at our Unicon 50 level, it tells us that 56.1 is the level to watch, or the level to break above. Back up towards our top Murray's, our Gravy Train indicator. Of course, as I said, Gravy Train well on it, giving us the stop short signal here and showing us that 58.1 level could certainly be on the cards here with our Gravy Cloud, showing us that the bottom and the top of these particular levels. Looking at our EMA fan, and a lot of this lines up very well. And you might see me as a little bit of an indicator fiend. Yeah, sure. I use all the indicators that we've built because I know that they work, but they also give you confluence as well. You bang on Unicon, lines up very well with our 200 MA. So that shows a pretty significant level of resistance that's needed to be broken over until we can look up towards this 59, 60K level. So broken out of the parallel channel, retested, sitting here now at this sort of volume cluster. Our VPVR shows us again just another form of confluence that lines up here that gives me more confidence that once we break above that level, it could certainly be game on. But in the meantime, I'm going to err on the side of caution. I'm going to take profits at this level, and I'm going to wait for the market to tell me what to do. So our point of control, our highest point of buying or selling pressure, sits there around that 56.3 level as well. So pretty stock standard on BTC. Let's just see what happens and enjoy the gains in the meantime. All right, LTC, Mr. Charlie Lee, paying dividends as of late. So we didn't quite get down towards that bottom demand zone there, but again, very similar structure to BTC. We are just poking our head out a little bit out of this trend line here. We're still making lower lows and we're still making lower highs until we've broken up above this level. Yes, we've made a lower high from this previous level here, but this is really going to be the one that will be the challenge for LTC back up towards that 280 zone, where it is a pretty decent quality supply zone. Looking at our indicators, gravy train, again, telling us that this particular region here, around this sort of between the 38 and the 50, is an area for consideration as well. Looking at our Unicorn indicator, gave us the entry signal right off the bottom of the Murrays. And again, there's confluence within this 270 area. Me personally, I think the 270 area is the next area of interest for me, where I'll be taking a little bit of profit from my entry band here at around 226, 227. I think it was a day or so ago. So I'm confident on LTC. I'm not unconfident on LTC at the moment. I'm optimistically bullish based on the previous history of Bitcoin and of cryptocurrency between April, May, and moving in towards the mid of the year. So certainly quite confident on crypto as a whole at the moment. Looking at our EMA cluster, this a little bit more of it gives me a little bit more confidence that we're sitting now above, and we've retested this 200 MA, and we're sitting just above our 50 and 100 MA cluster. So even if we were to retrace from here, I would expect it to really go no lower than 235, 230, where I guess we would make a decision from that point, and I would cut my losses and expect perhaps another break to the downside around 205, 210. I guess to probably be a little bit more erring on the side of caution, where I'd look for maybe a little bit more of a conservative entry than trying to catch dollars all the way down here at that 200 level. So not huge in LTC at the moment. About a week or so ago, I think it was on the 23rd or the 22nd, I did say I was predominantly in a cash position before BTC made that more. As BTC started making those first moves down, it just looked a little too rocky for me. So that's why I was in cash. My largest holdings at the moment are F and FTT, which I'll get into in just a second. F was really a no-brainer for me, and I know we have seen other things. Ads probably drew. I'm just looking at his chart now. He did indeed. So I'll show you what my brother Ads had said, which is it's always good to get these different perspectives on things. Of course, we are in price discovery mode with F now, because we are breaking all-time highs seemingly every bloody day at this point. And a nice little bit of confluence when the bottom of this channel around 2162. I admittedly was wrong on F to a degree, which I'm proud and very happy to say. I had buys all the way set down to around 1790, fearing that we may breach to the downside, similarly to what we did with BTC more aggressively with this first week to the downside. So I had buys all the way set. I was very lucky to get a buy around 2150, I think was my last buy, before I had said pretty much at $100 increments at 1950, 1850, 1790, I think was my lowest one. So in this sort of parallel channel now as it stands, where we are making higher lows and we are making higher highs. So I anticipate that 2700 will be on the cards in the next little bit for F. So looking at Unicorn, I never doubt Unicorn when it comes to F, our custom indicator. It is, it is right 8 out of 10 times. So the second that we had a break above this 50 uni, or the 50 level, the halfway between our Murray's channels on F, and we had this cross signal, I went pretty heavy in F, and I'm certainly very, very glad that I did. Looking at Gravy Train again as well, we're now sitting at the top of our gravy cloud, and we're yet to have a long signal come from that. But the second that we break above our cloud confidently, it is likely that Gravy Train will give us a stop short signal, or it will give us a long signal. And I will double down once again. I am so bullish on ETH this year, as I was last year as well. ETH really seems to be taking the lion's share of the bullish sentiment in the market at the moment, and I am all for that. So really, really happy about that. Sitting very confidently above our EMA clusters and using this 200 MA time and time again as our last line of support. So of course, there's going to be cool-offs. There's going to be times where we look a little bit wobbly on ETH, but for me, I've been using those moments to accumulate. This is not buying advice, but I use any dip buying opportunity with ETH to do just that and buy the dips. Buy the fucking dip, as they say. So where we are now, so if we can make a break above and hit the top of this parallel channel and hit that 2712 level, game on for ETH for me. I'm feeling very, very confident with ETH at the moment. Happy to be proven wrong, but even with these moves to the downside like this, I really don't care. I will continue to buy. So if we were looking at our supply zone, this would be it here. And we're just sort of nicking it at the moment now. So we're just kind of touching it a little bit at the moment. Will we make our way back down here toward this bottom supply? No, I don't think we will anytime soon. So this is a nice move into this supply zone for ETH right now. So I'm waiting, watching, and counting the dollars with ETH. I'm very, very happy with the way that ETH has been performing. All right, I'm going to get into two others just very quickly. Looking at FTT. Man, I love this coin. I love this coin so much. FTT has just respected this channel so often, and it's just respecting the TA so well. Had my buy set down here at 43, managed to get an entry. My first take profit at 52, and my next one will come at around 57. But if we look at historically, and I've been posting charts of FTT for about a month now, with these levels predefined where we hit it. I think we were back down at around this first 43 level where I had this 76.1% level set. Just poking its head outside of this parallel channel. But that's where I took my final profit at 55.76, and I'm so glad that I did and trusted my gut. And we retraced all the way down and perfectly to the dollar hit this trend line, which was my $43 buy. So I had this little, very skewed descending wedge channel, broke out, retested it absolutely perfectly. And for me, 57 is next on the cards. And if we continue to respect the TA in the way in which we have, 76, 77 bucks could certainly be on the card for FTT. I'm looking at this as the FTX token and everything that Sam is doing and the guys at FTX are doing as more of a mid to long-term hold. I genuinely believe that we could see Binance coin-like moves in the future. Maybe not that aggressive, but certainly some very nice moves on FTX token in the future. So if we're looking at our Unicorn indicator, a little bit more skewed, but looking at where this top Murray sit now, it sits very well aligned with my thoughts at around 57 bucks. And then on Gravy Train as well. I mean, come on. Come on. Stop long at the bottom, at top of the channel. Stop short, stop long, stop short, stop long, stop short. It is giving you every single move on this coin. So am I going to deny it and not listen to Gravy Train? Fuck no. I'm going to listen to that thing when it's been so accurate in the past, and it goes with all the TA that I've been sharing. So FTT, my second biggest bag outside of ETH and LTC. I'm really just in a couple of trades at the moment. I'm not aggressively getting back into trading too many altcoins with the state of the market after the wobble that we've had. My life is busy again a little bit now, so I'm in longer term, more high quality, bigger trades than being in a ton of smaller trades and looking for those quick scalp bucks. So thank you very much, FTT. Thank you very much, ETH. And thank you very much for watching. Of course, if you like what we're doing, please hit that subscribe button. A very modest number for us, hitting 1,000 followers last week. So thank you so much to each and every one of you. Really, from the bottom of my heart, we really do appreciate it. It's such a joy to continue to bring this to you after the last few years. UnityTradingGroup.com, all our guides, and of course Gravy Train. If you want to get your hand on this sucker, it is well worth it. If you don't do well in the first month with this, I'll personally give you a refund, and that's the text guarantee. It's such a great indicator and a really supportive network that we have inside the Discord. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you are doing well. Take care, and we will see you in the next update. Bye for now.